So I'm back, everybody. I just got back from my night. It is now 2:25 a.m. Um, so let me give you the rundown of what took place. Put my glasses back on so I can see. A friend of mine, uh, before I stopped working, a friend of mine from work told me that she had a table at this club, and she wanted us to do like a joint party thing on my birthday, which was yesterday, January 4th, um, and asked me if I wanted to come. So I was like, sure, that's cool. um, I said, I guess I'll see, you know, what type of club. Not the average club. It's called Magic City. If you're from Atlanta, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And even if you're not and you've been to Atlanta and you've been to Magic City, you know what I'm talking about. So I was like, that's not really my cup of tea, but hey, we only live once. It's my 30th birthday. I'll do whatever. Not whatever, but I'll try it out. So I went, and I took a homeboy with me. Um, First of all, I get there, my homegirl doesn't show up. I get there at like 9. It's supposed to start at 8. My homegirl didn't show up till like 10:30. And it was her party, get together, whatever. A couple of people showed up, not really many, for her party, but a couple of her homeboys showed up or whatever. Um, my homeboy came with me, but my friend, the guy that I would have liked to come, didn't come. Um, Said he couldn't come, but it is what it is. Um, so I was kind of bored because I'm like, this is so not my thing, and my friend, my homeboy, bought me a dance, which was so freaking strange. That was the weirdest experience ever. I was like standing there, not standing there, I was sitting there, like looking to the side and then looking to this side, trying not to look in front of me because it was like so weird. I was like, this is so weird. It's not my thing, but whatever. So I was laughing at him basically the whole night because he was getting dance after dance after dance after dance and blew $150. I'm like, dude, you could have just given me that money for my birthday. I would have been totally grateful. No, you wouldn't have got a dance, but I would have given you a kiss or something. So he gave me $10, but $10 versus $150. You tell me. So, but it is what it is. So it was kind of fun. And then, you know, um, some rapper came in, which I don't really listen to rap like today's rap, so I didn't even know who he was. And they were like, my homeboy's like, yeah, that's the dude that was on what was that song? It was a song with Lil Wayne. I don't remember what the song was, but it was like, yeah, that's that dude. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't pay attention to those people, and I don't listen to that kind of music really, so it's like, okay, whatever, you know. I'm sorry, it's cold outside, so my nose is like a little drippy. But so I'm like bored, extremely bored. I'm like, I would have rather spent some time with my friend and made it like a red box night or something. I would have rather done that. And then I was like, shoot, I would have rather just stayed home and, you know, did nothing. And just, yeah, that's kind of how it was. So, anyway, um, turn the volume up. So, anyway, we stayed there till about 12. And, um, we left. And then I was taking my homeboy home because I picked him up. And as we were driving, um, we were close to his house. I ran over this, like, you know, when they're fixing the roads and stuff, and they got those big metal block things in the road that you have to be careful over. Well, I went over it. Excuse me, I'm tired. I went over it normally, and my dad was just telling me that, like, earlier today or Wednesday, January 4th, was just telling me earlier, you know, you need to put some air in your left back and front tires. I was like, yeah, I know. I didn't do it. I went over that thing and it was like, boom. But it was just normal. It wasn't a big old boom or anything. Went over it, then all of a sudden we're riding, and all of a sudden we're like, boom, 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 just riding, and the car's like slowing down. I'm like, something's not right. So I'm like, please don't tell me. It's like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, oh no. I know this tire did just go flat. And my friend was like, shoot. You know, of course he didn't say that. He was like, you know, freak. So, trying to keep it clean. So, he, you know, I got out of the car, put on my hazards, and the tire had like burst open. It like burst open. So it wasn't just a flat tire. It freaking blew. The tire blew. So I'm like, crap. You know. Let me give you the history. Anytime my homeboy and I are together, some type of catastrophe always, always happens. So we always experience, like, have you ever heard that saying, ish happens? Like, literally every time we are together, ish happens. And it's like, you know, it sucks because it's always something like bad. It's never anything minor. It's always something freaking bad. And but what we do is having him there through the catastrophe makes it easier to deal with, and he's freaking hilarious. So I sit there and laugh at him like the whole time. We have a really good time. We laugh at our pain, you know. We laugh at the catastrophes that we have to that we encounter when we are together. And I told him tonight, I was like, you know what? Every time I'm with you, something happens, something bad happens. And you're forced to like help me with something major, or you know, something always happens with us. And I said, we have so much to freaking laugh about and so many stories to tell because every time we're together, it's something that always happens. So, anyway, he was changing the tire, complaining the whole time, talking about, my knees hurt, my back hurts, oh my gosh, I gotta get up. Like, okay, so get up, do what you gotta do. Um, it took him like literally 10 minutes to jack the car up because it's like one of those old fashioned like crank jacks. So he was he was jacking the car up or whatever, and then all of a sudden the car start rolling back, and he's like, foul move. And he takes the little stick out of the jack and like knocks it down, knocks the car down, goes boom. So I'm like, oh crap! I was like, you almost had it. And he was like, I know, shoot. So I said, maybe if I would have put on the brakes, maybe, maybe that would have prevented it. He was like, yeah, do you have an emergency brake? So I was like, yeah. So I turned on the emergency brake, pushed in the emergency brake, and we did it again. Then here comes a cop. Like a cop pulls up behind us. I guess somebody called the police because our hazards were on and we were trying to change the tire or whatever. And she came and she was like, you guys need a tow truck? We were like, no. And by this time he had fixed the problem. He cranked the jack back up and he was just trying to figure out how to put the tire on. So he had to crank the car up higher in order to get the tire on. So he finally got the tire and he's like, let's hurry up and get this crap on so we can get the heck out of here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we changed the tire and stuff, and he was like, now you gotta take me to the gas station, the QT. You gotta take me to the gas station. You gotta put some gas in this car. You gotta let me go wash my hands because my hands are dirty, and you freaking owe me. You owe me so big. I mean, you really owe me. And I'm like, whatever, dude. It's always something with us. But that's my homie. That's my road dog. We have so much fun together. So I took him home, and then I came on home, and that's the gist of my night. So it was crazy at the end. I I got to laugh on my birthday. Literally, it wasn't my birthday because it was after midnight, but I didn't get home till after 2 o'clock this morning, and I would have been home after 12 if, well, close to 1 o'clock. I would have been home close to 1 o'clock if the tire didn't blow out. So that's the gist of my night. I didn't get to see my friend. Like I said, he texted me. Well, actually, I said I got an unexpected text message. It was from him, which totally blew my mind because I did not expect to hear from him, period. And then, he sent me a happy birthday text, and then later on I texted him and I told him that I was going to Magic City, tonight, or, that night. And he was like, well, have fun, he couldn't go, whatever. And I'm like, shoot. I wish he could have gone. And then I didn't hear from him the rest of the night. I texted him a few times or whatever, but so I was kind of sad, and then I was like just trying to find random people to text so I could be, let them know how freaking bored I was. And I met, one of my homeboys. He was cool. He was a cool dude. Bought me a drink. Had a couple drinks. Amaretto sours. Those are pretty decent drinks. I like them. I had 2 of those, so I didn't really drink because I had to drive. And two, red or sours don't do anything for me. It's like whatever. I'm like totally straight. Um, but I don't really drink. When I do drink, I can drink quite a bit and be straight. But I only had two drinks. So it wasn't the greatest birthday ever, and it's my 30th birthday, and I just said and proclaimed and swore that it would be